In this week's Tuesday tip, I'm going to discuss 7 big mistakes people make with their wills. The first one, probably the most common. We procrastinate or we don't do it at all. I know it's not easy thinking about death, but having a will gives you a say about what happens to your assets when you die. Allows you to say who's going to get what. Name your beneficiaries, name your favorite charities if you're charitably inclined and want to leave some money in that way. Also, you don't want to wait till the last minute, because that raises the risk of challenge from somebody who feels that they were left out or somebody who's disgruntled. The second big mistake people can make with their wills, dropping large inheritances in heirs' laps. Children in their early 20s or 30s may not be able to handle such large windfalls. You can put a trust in that allows those assets to be distributed at certain intervals so that they don't get it all at once. Also, you want to think about, especially when you're older, and you have IRAs and other assets like that, what's the tax treatment going to be? I talk more about this in my blog, how Roth conversions can help you, your surviving spouse, and your heirs. The third big mistake people can make with their wills, forgetting about digital assets. If you own cryptocurrency, make sure your survivors know how to access your digital wallet. Otherwise, that cryptocurrency could be lost. Same thing applies if you have NFTs. Also, don't forget about social media accounts. You want to make sure that those can be properly shut down or whatever you want done with them afterwards. If people don't know how to access them, nothing can happen easily. The fourth big mistake people can make with their wills, not making regular updates. Life happens. Circumstances change. This is something that when we face new beginnings, we have to deal with. If you get divorced, you want to make sure you change your beneficiaries. If you're a widow, your beneficiaries need to be changed. As your children get older, you want to make sure, or if there's somebody that's named in your will and they pass before you do, you want to make sure that those assets are not going to them, because that just makes things a lot more complicated. The fifth big mistake that people can make with their wills, not matching beneficiaries, mismatching beneficiaries. Beneficiary designations typically supersede what's in your will. So you want to make sure that you have properly named your beneficiaries on your financial accounts, because that keeps those assets out of probate, makes them pass much more easily. Number 6, not allowing for flexibility. Say that the value of your estate is $5 million, and you say that $4 million is going to go to your children and $1 million is going to go to charity. And now, through some circumstances, the value of your estate is only $3 million. That charity is still going to get the $1 million, and now your children are only going to get $2 million. So you want to make sure there's flexibility to allow for those changes and other changes that can happen in your life. As I mentioned before, what if somebody named in your will is no longer alive? What happens there? So you want to make sure that you allow for flexibility in the will. And the 7th big mistake people can make with their wills, not heading off conflicts. Remember, the sooner that we can take care of all these things, the less likely it is that there's going to be challenges. We want to make sure that people are aware of what's going on so that we don't have fights. Hope you find the information in this week's blog helpful. I'll be back again next week with a long-form blog. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.